play Tryndamere well is knowledge. Because there are no skill shots involved. None. I will not count his E as a skill shot because it isn't. He does not need it to hit you to kill you. He needs it to get close. It's the same reason why I don't consider Camille's hook shot to be a skill shot either. She doesn't need to land it to kill you. Urgot's E is a skill shot because often enough, if you don't land it, you're not killing anybody. Unless you're already much stronger than him, in which case, yeah, obviously you can still kill him. But yeah. Look, Vanilla Paste. The reason why I say he is not a difficult champion to master is because other champions need to learn everything that Tryndamere needs to learn and also need to land skill shots or have more complex mechanics. That's the reason why I say that Tryndamere is a very simple champion to master, because when you compare him to hard champions to master, he is. Ryze? Ryze is a difficult champion to master. Really fucking hard. He has to deal with all the same sorts of shit that Tryndamere needs to deal with, but he's much more vulnerable. And also, much harder to play.
Minions have spawned.
Ryze is very easy now. Ryze is very easy to learn now because obviously it's pretty easy to use as Kid, but from a mechanic standpoint, he's much harder to play than Tryndamere. Much, much harder. Ryzes 2 spam buttons, then you won't do well on him. Ryzes who think that way, I crush. And there's a reason why Ryze's win rate right now is in the tubes. Because he's not easy to play. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a fair champion. But he is not he is a really difficult champion to play well. And I do not think that... Nice, I managed to avoid both Qs. Hopefully this is a portent for future good things. Is Azir fair? No. Absolutely not. Azir breaks a cardinal rule. Any champions that break cardinal rules are not fair by default. He breaks the cardinal rule of mages shouldn't be good at sustained damage. Mages should not be as good at sustained damage as AD carries. It's one of the most basic cardinal rules. Then again, Riot breaks the cardinal rules that they've set so many times. Lord. You find him easy, you just don't like to play on him. Sorry, Adrian.
First blood. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Bot lane just got wrecked. E timing. Yeah, I think Aatrox will also be one of the most broken champions this season. The thing is that healing-based champions are particularly strong this season because healing items are particularly strong. Oh my god, I couldn't get my fucking W to go off. Three weeks since you last played League and it feels good. Leroy, I envy you. I fucking envy you. He just got his flash. I'm surprised the turret fired at him. It looked like there was a minion in range, and I don't think he was in range when he hit me. Very surprised. Oh, Tryndamere also doesn't need to worry about mana. So when we're talking about mechanics, that's another one. I need to worry about mana. When you don't need to worry about mana, that's one less thing you need to worry about. Obviously. Wow, Lee Sin was there! Cool! Fucking awesome! I catch my opponent out, I do everything right, and I die in the end. At least I got the kill first. At least I got the kill against my Nightmare Lane opponent. This is, like, Aatrox is one of my greatest nightmares as far as laning goes. But as you can see, he's a champion that is really hard to play well. In my ELO, I will lose to an Aatrox 95% of the time. At lower ELOs, obviously not. Here's an example of a champion that is difficult to master. Aatrox. Very fucking difficult. Not fair, but difficult. Trunamir is not fair. And he's not hard to learn. Barely. He nearly won. Despite my advantages, being level 6, he nearly won. Right. That's just enough. Alright, well, I've got a significant advantage now. Fuck. My phone is not helpful. If he wasn't 6 at the time. That's the reason why I went for it. If he was 6, he would have killed him. See, that's the stupid part. My advantage is most certainly not good enough to win this lane right now. Because Aatrox is most certainly a stronger champion at this point in the game. Despite being up a level, I don't feel strong enough to actually fight him right now. I need him to make a mistake to actually be strong enough to fight him. Aatrox is an absolutely unfair champion because he outranges me despite being a melee champion. Got the Scuttler, got some healing, and I will not miss that experience. I've got Ghost, I've got my R. Almost 9. When I'm 9, I will look for an all-in. I was hoping he was gonna E4, but he's playing so defensive. I mean, that's the thing. He's making a critical mistake thinking that he can't fight and beat me. He definitely can. He's playing extremely defensive. When he really should. If he walks up. Oh, he landed it. A little more. There it is. Nicely done. Nicely done, Fizz. Nicely done. My dad got that. That was stupid. My E was never going to connect. Where were we? Yeah, it was a stupid death on my part. Greedy. Uh-oh. Oh, Fizz is dead. Yo. Hey, how's it going? Yes, I am. Yes, let's try talking in a couple hours. Bye-bye. Damn, my team is not doing well. Shit. I was really hoping the ghost was allow me to actually get within range of him, but I couldn't. Yeah, something I would like to point out is that this Aatrox has managed to land, what, 2, 3 Qs on me? If we were playing at my ELO, my main account, I would have been hit by the majority. You're blaming the Vi for those deaths? What do you mean? I was just really hoping the Vi had her ultimate. She clearly didn't. This is one of those things where if we were in comms, that would have been a much better scenario. Oh, come on. Oh, I just whiffed my arm. Ah! Ah, god damn it. So close, but you got it. Worth. I think worth? I think worth? It's gonna be close. No, nice! You got it. He troll pulled. That's what he needed. That was make or break right there. Oh, thank God he got that kill. That would have been really frustrating. Fuck invisibility.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
You heard Tomer's death was confused. God, this turret's gonna lose most of its life. I'm gonna kill this guy in a second. I've got Ghost, I'm ready to murder him. I'm level 11 to his 9. No! You motherfucking piece of shit! I land everything, I do everything right, but this Aatrox is just so lucky that there is somebody here on his team who can do 1,100 damage in less than 1.5 seconds. Of which half of it was true damage, because that's totally fair. Damn, that's frustrating. Damn, that is frustrating. Again, if Urgot wanted, if Riot wanted to treat Urgot fairly, they would literally make his ultimate a point-and-click ability that instantly kills. Because then it would remind you of champions like Darius and Garen, who can do that. God. She just used her, like, the Vel'Koz just used his ultimate to kill me. How did he just get 2 kills? And yes, unfortunately, my allies are weak yet again. So for every game today, I've not had good allies. Every game today. It's only been 3 games, but it feels like so much more. League really does feel like 2020, the thing that just never seems to stop. 2020 has felt like a decade. Playing League now, it feels sort of the same way in that just everything takes so... I don't think you want to fight. Thing is, he probably has allies ready to come help. Oops. I would have potentially TP'd, but... Stop playing most team-based multiplayer games for this reason. I am the very definition of a savage. Again, something to keep in mind is for the first few weeks of playing this game, I would rush other things. Cleaver wasn't the first thing I rushed. I spent weeks experimenting, trying out different things. It was only after like a few, and something else to keep in mind is that I rushed Kraken Slayer for many, many games, and I rushed other items for many, many games, and this is the only build that has felt truly good so far. It could be that maybe if I experimented more, my mind would change, but as it currently stands, I'm very satisfied with this build. I definitely have to agree with you that matchmaking is part of the problem. It feels like bad luck, but there's more to it. There's clearly more to it. I can't help just being in so many games where I'm like, are you guys really the same ELO as me? Like, that's the first thing, the first thought that fucking comes to my mind is, are you seriously the same ELO as me? And he's dead. With Ghost running and me in his face and him just having used all 3 parts of his Q, he's not winning. He needed to flash my E if he wanted to live. Got teleport. That hook had landed, I would have TP'd. They would love it if you guys dropped it. Ah! Vel'Koz from over the wall got me. How? I'd just like to point out that it was a 5v4 where I started the fight and forced their Vel'Koz to run for his life. That was how the fight started. And we still lost this fight in absolute and utmost disgrace. That was really weird. The Thresh didn't go flying. And Jhin died afterwards for no reason. God damn it. Honestly, is there any explanation for my experience in League of Legends beyond I am just unlucky? Why on earth would you build Kraken Slayer and Urgot? It is without a doubt. Urgot is without a doubt the best user of Kraken Slayer in the game because his W does not reduce the damage from the true damage proc. Getting Kraken Slayer gives you, when you initially buy it, 80 true damage a second while your W is running. That is an absurd amount of damage. And it grows. Kraken Slayer, I would still be building first if I didn't feel so fucking squishy. I would still be rushing. Because I think Kraken Slayer is the best mythic on Urgot, but unfortunately, you're just too squishy. Yes, that is an explanation works. Look, it's not a... Look, I don't mind people telling me what they've enjoyed building and what they think is good. But always keep an open mind. Just because something's good for you doesn't mean it's good for the other person. 20 seconds for Ghost. He's got friends coming. Probably need to Ghost away. I know I need to run. I know that he's got allies nearby. I saw 3 of them rotating. See, when I talk about luck, that's another issue of luck. He had 3 allies in rotation before my Ghost was ready. So I couldn't kill him. And then I had to use Ghost to run away because he had allies coming. And during that time, my allies got nothing. There were 4 people spotted topside, and my allies got nothing. He's hopping over the wall. I think Lee Sin's coming back. Right now, the Aatrox is completely incapable of fighting me. He's too far behind. I mean, look at the item difference. Magnitudes in difference. Well, I'm getting glory, and then against their team Gage would be good. So it's Stoveplate, frankly, but again, I'm not good at using 2 actives, and I will have another active. Better choice for when you're building Kraken. Probably, yeah. That's my problem, though. I just can't give up on Nimbus Cloak. I love it too much. That's one of those things I'm inflexible on, and I know I probably should be flexible on. New vision. I will kill her if she R's me. She did not. Counters don't play champions, they play the map. That sounds accurate. When you watch higher levels of play, you'll notice a very common thing. Is that at the highest levels of play, people don't spend much time in their own lane. There's no way he knows I'm here, right? He's gonna leave. The Aatrox teleport. Huh. My allies don't need me. Yeah, they got this. Just don't die by. My teammates just actually aced them. Wow. Clean ace, and I wasn't even part of it. That was a 4v5 where my team aced them? Huh? Let's go take that red buff if it's up. Follow there, bastard. Denip TV. Thanks for the fun. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, dude! Fuck you and the fucking horse you ran in on! Ah! Oh! Nice, that's another kill. Oh, it felt good. I didn't even have glory, I just had fucking ghost. Oh. Good gauge instead of that heal reduction. Well, keep in mind, it's not just heal reduction. There's also damage and ability haste in there, but... Point taken, it could have made a difference. Either way, we're getting gauge now. Hold your horses, we're good. No! That's right! Urgot! Urgot sorcery. Damn right, Urgot sorcery. Jesus. I don't have Sterix. I want Sterix. I have red buff. I could stay. I don't mind. Come on, Kai'Sa. Didn't get the cannon. Oh, I need 400 more gold. Inflation machine go Covering is all this is the US dollars and in the last months. Is that true? Seems weird that a third of currency would be made within the last month, but what do I know? I mean, I do know that the Treasury goes out of their way to forcefully recycle. Where'd he go? Aatrox, no! Got you! I want to make sure Seraphine did not manage to root me there. Nice shot from the chin. This game's over. 11-6. Only games I win are the ones I carry, huh? And yep, that was a blind snipe. The best kind of snipe. The one where it's not only am I being skillful, but I'm outthinking my opponent. He needed to keep running if he wanted to avoid my R. But then again, who expects a blind R over the wall like that? I'm hungry! One more meal! We'll get another for the road. Okay. That's fine. Just end it. End it. Just needed one more for the road. Shin seems angry. God, that was... I had to work a little hard that time. I want to give it to the Jin because of his anger. His anger, I can sympathize with. See what happens when you focus. Win. This had nothing to do with focus. Okay, it had something to do with focus. But I mean, I don't think that my focus of this game was any worse than it was last game. I think the difference was the ELO. Because you'll notice, like, well, it's not just the ELO. There was one moment that game that staggered me because I haven't experienced a moment like this on my main account in weeks at least. Being in a game where your team's losing across the board, and then having the 4 other members of your team kill all 5 of the other members of the enemy team. That doesn't happen. I don't know how it happened this game. It certainly shouldn't have. Let's look at the gold. Let's look at the change in gold. Huh? Try Urgot, just a thought. Huh? What? I am so confused. Yeah, let's quickly check the gold graph. I want to see when that happened. Right here. This is the moment. Yep. That's where my team killed all 5 of them, and I just took a turret. I wasn't there. And the game went from us being down 6K gold to being down less than 2K. That was a 4K gold swing that I had no part in. I was split pushing at the time. And I didn't have hope for my team, so I wasn't considering joining them. And then they pull that shit off. And the game gets literally turned. I don't remember the last time that happened on my main account where I literally ignored my feeding team and they went and won a 4v5 team fight. What do I think of Cyberpunk being overhyped? I don't think it was overhyped. I think it was released too early. That's the problem. If it was released 6 months from now, the hype would have been appropriate. Because it was released now, this score is incorrect. The score should be much lower. The hype does not match.